Theatrics radio troupe brings you a chilling tale of mystery and suspense in Lights Out, Mother-in-Law. Knock at the door. Lights out, everybody.
Afraid to die? Who isn't? When I was just a kid, I used to wake up in the night and see the dark pressing all around me, and I'd get so scared. I'd think I was dead, buried. I tried to scream. I couldn't. My voice. I know I was dead. I know it. I'd throw off the cover. I'd cry out, "Mother! Mother!" Why did I yell out like that? Why should I be so scared now? I want to die. I've got to die. It's cold here in this basement. I wonder if the grave is cold. Why don't I get it over with? The rope's around my neck. One step off the ladder and I'll hang and die. And I've got to die. I've got to die.
The wages of sin are death. The wages of sin are death.
The wages of sin are death. Funny how I seem to hear the words my father used to say them. The wages of sin. But was it sin? No, it was hate. I killed her because I hated her. I remember the first time we met. Jay had just married me, and we were walking along to the street of his house.
Oh, Ella, you'll like my ma. Really, you will.
Will I?
Sure, she's swell. Best woman in the world.
Is she?
I mean, well, you're my wife now, Ella. That proves what I think of you, don't
I guess it does.
it? You and Ma'll get along fine. Oh, will this be a surprise to her? Well, here's the house. What do you think of it?
It's all right.
Well, in we go. Will Ma's eyes pop when she sees you? Oh, pop right out. I'll bet ya. Come on. Open up. Got a surprise for ya.
Hey, where you been, son? Where?
Surprise, Ma? Meet Ella.
Jay, you've brought home a woman.
When she said it that way, right from that minute, I knew I hated her. And that's the way it was from then on. I wasn't Jay's wife to her, but a woman, a stranger in her house. And it was her house and everything in it. Nothing Jay's, everything hers.
Hey, Ma, can I use your car to take Ella riding? Ma, mind if Ella plants some roses in your garden? Ma, is it all right if Ella uses some of your towels to make covers for the
That's the way it was. Hers, 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 everything hers. All I had was Jay, and he wasn't much. You can't blame me. You hear me? You can't blame me for not standing it. All my life, I'd had nothing. And at last, I was married, and still, I had nothing. Her house, her car, her money, her son. I couldn't stand it, I tell ya. So I killed her.
The wages of sin are death. The wages of sin are death. The wages of sin are death.
Why do I keep hearing Pa's words? I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to do it. It's just that I want to sit here on the top of the ladder and think and talk about everything for a little while. It's the last chance I get. So like I said, I killed her. Oh, not right away. I stood it all for weeks and months, but all the time inside of me, something was talking.
Kill her. Kill her. Everything will be yours. Kill her. Everything will be yours.
At first, soft-like, and then louder and louder until my head was filled with it. Louder and louder till I couldn't stand it no more. Louder and louder until I said, yes, I'll do it. Yes. Yes. Everything be mine then. Everything. I always wanted it that way. It had to be that way. Here in this basement. That's where it happened. Jay went to work. I came down here. Oh, it wasn't very hard to do what I had to do. I remember every minute of it so well. Every minute. I called her, and she came down into the basement.
Called me, Ella.
Yes, I called you.
What's the matter?
Somebody took the lid off the sewer down here.
Land sakes alive, now who could have done that? Heavy iron cover like that, Jay wouldn't have done it.
Is it deep down there?
Of course it's deep. It ain't a sewer anyway. Covers an old well this building was built over.
Oh.
What are you owing about? I heard my son Jay telling you the same thing weeks ago.
Yes, he did tell me. Funny, I forgot. Oh, look.
What?
Down in the well, look.
Well, I don't see nothing. What?
Mrs. KRUGER has fallen into a deep, deep well. We hear her splash and struggle to survive in the water.
No!
It's your well, isn't it, Mama? Your well. Everything's yours. So stay in it. Stay in it, Mama. Stay in it. You're well, Mama, but everything else is mine now. Mine. Everything. Mine.
Ella has placed a heavy stone across the well opening, trapping her mother inside. Trapping her mother in death.
And that's the way it was. Easy. Too easy. Jay came home. He said,
Say, Ella, where's Ma?
I don't know. She was here when I got back from the store. Must have gone out.
Oh, she'll be back. Leave it to Ma. Leave it to Ma.
But she didn't come back. How could she? Jay went to the police. They came around. They asked questions. They went away. And nothing happened. It was as easy as that.
The wages of sin are death. The wages of sin are death.
Why do I keep hearing that in my head? Why? I'm gonna die. The rope around my neck. Just a little bit longer. Just a little. She was gone. I had her house and her son. And then I didn't want him. Always talking about her morning and night. Mama this and Mama that. Mama always did it this way and that way. I tell you, it just made me sick to look at him. Mama. I wanted to forget. And how could I with his fat lips saying, Mama. And then one day, I got an idea. There was one more room under that iron lid in the basement, wasn't there? Yes, that was it. Got free of her, now I get free of him. Sell the house, quick, get away. Away, far away. Yes, that was it. A free woman with my looks and all that money. I would have a time. I planned everything. Told the neighbors Jay was going on a trip. Yeah, a long trip. Give me time to sell everything. Oh, I planned good. I'd say Jay had written to me to sell the place and join him out of town. Oh, I tell you, it was perfect. He came home that night. The night I was going to let him join his mama.
Anybody home?
I'm always home.
You said that just like Mama used to.
Did I?
Say, that reminds me. I got a new detective agency working on the case. They think that maybe she lost her memory somehow. You know, like you read about it.
All right, all right.
But Ella,
Sit down and eat your supper. Want it to get cold?
don't see why you don't want to talk about finding Mama. I mean, after all.
Sit down and eat your supper. You'll find your mama.
You think so, Ella?
Sure.
Say, that's good. Hearing you say that. Finding my ma. Yeah, that's something I sure like to do.
He sat down. I'd made him a good supper. Why not? It was his last supper. And then it happened. We were sitting there eating when there was a knock at the door.
Who can that be?
How should I know? Get up and answer it.
Yeah. Huh. Peddler, I'll betcha. Oh, nobody here.
Huh?
Nobody here.
Then shut the door and come on back and finish your supper.
Funny. I heard knocking plain, didn't you?
Kids playing jokes. Go on, eat. I want you to help me fix something in the basement.
Fix what?
You'll see. Finish your eating first.
Okay.
Those crazy kids.
Well,
No, sit where you are. I'll go and
wait.
wait for what?
Listen, that knocking. How funny it sounds.
Those kids.
But it's from the basement door.
No.
Well, I better go see who.
No, Jay, don't open that door. Don't, I tell you.
Don't see why not. Somebody knocking. I gotta see.
Jay, leave the door closed.
Why? What's the matter with you? Gotta open it. Gotta see.
No, Jay!
No.
Oh, no.
Mama. Mama.
Yeah, it was her, all right. There she was, eyes glaring, dirty gray old hair plastered wet around her face, standing there. I could see her with my own eyes, and yet she was dead, I tell you. Dead, dead, dead. Jay didn't know that. No, he took that dead thing by the arm. He led her into the room, and he sat her down in a chair.
Oh, Mama, you did come back. I knew you would. We knew it, didn't we, Ella? Now, tell us, Mama, where have you been? Why did you go? Yeah, and why did you come back this funny way? The back way up the basement steps? Why, Mama? Oh, Mama, you're sick. Oh, Ella, look, she's dripping wet. And it ain't rained in days. Ella, take her upstairs and put her to bed. Yep. And maybe you better sleep with her tonight. Keep her warm. Ella, why are you looking so funny? Ella, you fainted. Ella, why did you faint? Why?
Sure, I fainted. Me sleep with that? Me keep that warm? Oh no, I didn't wake up until the next morning. Jay was leaving for work. He told me she was sleeping in her room to take good care of her when she woke up. Then he went away, happy his mama was back. When he was gone, I sat there in the kitchen and waited. I waited a long time, listening. listening. The clock hands crawled slow around and around. There was only the sound of its ticking. Nothing from upstairs. Nothing from her. It got on to 5, and soon he'd be coming home. I had to know. I had to, I tell ya. I went upstairs to her room. I opened the door. Nobody up there, I tell ya. The bed? Not even slept in. He'd never been there. Never. I dreamed it. Jay, I dreamed it. She wasn't there. She hadn't come back. And I had to be sure. I went down into the basement. I pried that old iron lid. There was the open well. I lit a lantern and held it in the black hole. I looked in. She was there, floating in the water like a big fat, but she was there. That's all that mattered. I piled a few things over the lid to hold it down. An old trunk, boxes, heavy things. That's what I did. Jay came home after a while. He said,
"How's Mama?"
I said, all right. He said,
"Call her down to dinner, will ya?"
I said, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I said. I knew where Mama was all right, where she was. We sat down to dinner. He kept talking about her. How funny it was that she was still sleeping. How funny it was the way she came back. But all this time I was laughing inside myself because I knew what had happened was just a strange dream we both had because she was dead. Dead and floating. We sat there eating. I felt good. A bad dream ended. For this night, Jay would join his mama swimming. Yeah. And then, just like the night before, it happened.
Say, now who in the world is that? And it's the basement door again. Now what in the... Mama, you!
Yeah, I screamed. What good was that? There she was again, the water dripping off down her face and clothes puddling on the floor. And this time I knew it was no dream. She came into the room. She sat down in a chair, Jay talking all the time, not understanding yet, thinking she'd wandered out again. No, he didn't understand. He thought she was wet from the rain. She was wet on her face because of the rain falling outside. He didn't see the way I saw that the flesh on her face was. It started to thunder, and Jay said that.
Oh, Mama, you should have never sneaked out on a night like this. Now to bed with you. In the morning, I'll call the doctor. Ella, take Mama upstairs to bed. And this time, be sure to sleep with her. Thunder? Come on now. She's soaked to the skin.
I just sat there. I tell you, I couldn't move. Thinking of going upstairs, being with her in that room, it froze me to a chair. Then Jay said,
No, come to think of it, I'll go fetch the doctor right now. Can't take any more chances. Ella, you take Mama right upstairs and put her to bed. Lie down with her. Keep her warm till I get back with Doc Williams.
Then he was gone after the doctor. I sat there, my flesh crawling. The doctor'd come and see that she was dead a long time. He'd be sure to see it the way I saw it, dead and bloated from the water and sitting there staring at me. How long we sat there looking at each other, I don't know. And then her lips moved like a cold wind.
My son said,
That's what she said. My son said, put me to bed. And then I understood the whole thing. She'd come back from the dead to keep me from killing him. And she wanted me along upstairs no, I wouldn't do it. I sat there without moving. Her lips moved again.
He said to keep me warm. Come upstairs, Ella, to keep me warm.
Me, keeping that dead thing warm. Her wet, cold skin tripping up against my... No, I wouldn't do it. She thought she'd make me crazy that way. Hold me in her bony arms until the sense in me ran out the way the water well was running out of her. Make me crazy. Crazy! Something to be locked away like my own mother. Crazy, crazy, crazy! No, I wouldn't let that happen to me. She wouldn't make me crazy, not me. I got to my feet. I turned quick before she could stop me. The basement door. I locked it behind me. I ran down the basement steps. Oh, I knew how to cheat her. The sure way, the only way. And that's why I'm down here now, the rope around my neck, the other end tied up to this crossbeam. I'll jump off this ladder. The rope will stretch. I'll be dead. Dead. She'll never get me crazy. Still thundering. If I make noises I choke, no one will hear me. And I'll die and I'll never see her again. Mother died crazy, but I'll die sane. You hear me? Sane! Sane! Why don't I do it now? There isn't much time. Jay, the doctor will be coming back. I've got to be dead, good and dead, or they'll find out the truth about her. Why don't I do it now? Step off the ladder? It'll be over quick. I know it will. The rope will tighten around my neck. I'll hardly know what happened. Why don't I do it? Because I'm afraid. Afraid of dying, terribly afraid. That's why I've been talking here in the dark. Afraid to die. There'll be nothing when I'm dead, and I'm afraid of that nothing. I've always been afraid of it when I was a kid, and now it'll be so dark, empty. Things will go on, the world, and I'll have nothing but dark. Why should I die? Yes, why should I? If I left this house, she wouldn't follow me, would she? That's all she wants, her house, her Jay. Well, she can have him. I'll go right away, far away. They'll never find me, never. The rope, so tight around my neck. Gotta get it off. Gotta hurry and get away before Jay and the doctor. Can't get the rope off. Who's there? Who's coming down the steps? Is that you, Jay? You followed me down, didn't you? How could you? I locked the door. But then I put that iron lid over you too, didn't I? And it didn't do much good. Listen, I'll go away. You hear me? I'll go away. And this will be yours. The house and everything in it. Hear me? All yours again. And Jay, I'll leave him too. I won't take anything with me. I'll just go right away out in the rain. And if I do that, if I never come back again, that'll make everything right, won't it? No, you don't have to answer. I know it's all right with you. You see, I wasn't going to kill myself, still standing up here with this rope around my neck, but I won't have to do that now, will I? As long as I go away. Get the rope off it and I'll go. You'll see me, I'll go. Made the noose so tight I can't seem to... Miss KRUGER, what are you doing? You're not gonna come up the ladder. No. Stay off, I tell you. Don't come closer. I can't stand you coming closer. Stay away. The ladder will fall. The rope is still around my neck.
As the ladder falls over, Ella cries out. The noose tightens abruptly and her cry cuts chokingly off. She gurgles and gasps for a few seconds, then breathlessly says,
No, you won't make me die. I've got a hold on the rope with my hands. I won't choke this way, you see? I won't choke. I'll live. I'll hold on to the rope and live. I don't want to die. I can't die. It isn't right to die. They'll think I killed myself. That isn't right, I tell you. You can't kill yourself. That's a sin. I know that now. I know it. I'll live. My arms are strong. I can hold the rope ahead for just a long time. Jay will be home right away. He'll get me down.
Slowly, the strain of her effort to hold herself up begins to show in her voice.
I'll live. I tell you, I will, and you'll still be dead. Dead. I'll tell them you fell in the well, and they'll believe me. They'll believe me. Well, say something. Say something. I know you're standing down there watching me. You're waiting for my arms to get tired. So I'll let go, but I won't let go. I won't. Jay will be home. He'll be home before. Got to hold on. We'll hold on. Can't let go. Can't take. Got to live. Got to. My arms. Oh, so tired. Got to hold on. Got to hold the noose or crib in my arm. Jay, hurry. I can't hold. I can't. Jay.
The choking sounds grow weaker and weaker slowly. Then at last, silence. We then hear a soft, triumphant chuckle of the old woman. The pat-pat of aged footsteps on the concrete floor. The sound of the iron lid being moved back. And a loud splash from down in the well. You've been listening to Confidence Theatrics' presentation of Lights Out, Mother-in-Law, Knock at the Door. Our cast includes Marie Andrews as Mrs. KRUGER, Tillmon Figgs as Jay, Peyton Avery as Ella, Colleen Robinson Miller on sound, Justin McCright for backgrounds, and I'm Erin Klarner as your announcer and the mysterious voice. Confidence Theatrics is a consulting theater company that assists with programming, education, training, production, diversity, and marketing in all facets of theater. For more information on upcoming events and opportunities, please visit the Confidence Theatrics webpage at www.confidencetheatrics.com. Thanks for tuning in.